Hi, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your March 1st to the 15th, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, and it gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So, thank you so very much for doing so. So, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Okay. Oh, I like that. Okay. What's interesting here is that we have a lot of gifts with money coming in, but we are very much focusing on right now. We're focusing on the past and we're focusing on the future. We're not standing in the present. And in the present, that's when God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing us a gift of prosperity, success, wealth, and abundance. So do be mindful about this. With the 10 of Pentacles reversed, this is an energy here where there's a sense of a completion of a cycle, right? Financially speaking, we might not be where we want to be financially speaking, okay? Or with what we value as much as money. We can be hitting a little bit of a bumpy road or something that's having us step back, rethink, reconsider, like look at things in a different way. So that's going to be very important during this time to really come to that understanding. It's like, okay, I'm taking a different road forward. I'm looking at things and when it comes to the Four of Wands, there's a celebration that's coming into play. But we can really be looking at what do I want to celebrate? Like where do I want to move forward? Like how do I want to be? So there's almost a sense of the brakes being put on things. And we have ourselves crowned by the Ace of Swords. God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing us a gift of clarity of thought, like a brilliance of speech, this way to be able to communicate, to convey, to relay, that's going to be so important to us and so beautiful for us. We're taking this gift, absolutely. Now, we're not seeing ourselves take it fully quite yet, but this is a gift that's part of our sign. We're represented by the swords in the minor arcana. So, this gift of the Ace of Swords coming into play is very much God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us that gift just for us. Now, if we have fire sign energy in our chart, note that that can be tripping us up a bit. We have a lot to learn in the energy of a fire sign. We can have fire sign energies in our lives, especially if they are young or, young souls, children, that type of energy that we're going to be teaching us a lot. And it can be almost treating us like students. That's what spirit is saying. So just be aware of this. With the Three of Cups reversed, this is an energy of somebody who's supposed to be celebrating you who just can't. And there's a sense here with the Three of Cups reversed where it's like this can eat up your whole entire time. There can be a heartbreak, a pain, a disappointment, a sense of, this life was supposed to go differently. Like the way I'm supposed to be moving forward, it was supposed to be different. And here, it's like, don't give them that time. I know to mourn something or to see something like that is important, yes. But to be engulfed by it and, taken over by it, that's what can happen during this time. Don't let it happen. Don't. Don't give away your power at all. Let's see what spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a clover in the comment box below. A person is going to be chosen. I think we're going to do once a week, every Sunday. Yeah, let's do Sunday. Every Sunday we'll put up a video here. Well, I will put up a video here and it will be announcing the winner. So put a clover in the comment box below and good luck to everyone. And if you yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's see what spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Here we have enchanted. It is time to live an enchanted life. It doesn't matter if other people look into our lives and say boring or, I don't like this, I don't like that. That's fine. Good for them. It's not their life, it's yours. So it is time to embrace an enchanted existence and move forward in enchantment, in beauty, in success, in prosperity, in a sense of like, this is who I am, this is what I need, and this is what I want. And that's going to change the game for you so completely. It's like it's time to be enchanted with the world around us and to live in that energy. And even if it's just changing the game where it's like there's so much more beauty out here in this world than I realized. There's so much more beauty out here for me than I understood before. And it brings us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading. Ooh, okay, so we have two. We have personal power reversed and we have holistic health. We have to see our power and we have to start healing ourselves. Our body is going to be talking to us. Okay, the food that we put into it, the way that we move it, the way that we're taking care of ourselves, that's going to be talking to us. And Spirit is saying here, heal yourself, connect with yourself, and stand in your power. It's time to listen to our gut. It's time to listen to our information that, Spirit is giving us, and connect with ourselves in a way that is powerful, that is prosperous, and that is purposeful. Holistic health is the root chakra, and personal power is the solar plexus chakra. So just knowing that there's a bit of a blockage around our root chakra and our solar plexus chakra during this time is beneficial to know. We have a place to focus our meditations and our energy. The energy to be mindful of, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the Prince of Cups reverse. Emotions can be running really high and they can kind of run away with us, okay? We can have people in our lives also that are very emotional and we can just get swept up in that emotion. Just be mindful about this because we have so many cards reversed here, which is not a bad sign. I know people get mad. They're like, dang, the cards are reversed. It's terrible. It's not terrible. It is just simply the message of the time that we're in. We want to move forward. We have a clarity of mind and of determination. We can overthink, we can overanalyze, most definitely, especially as an air sign energy. We always have to be mindful of that. We are cutting through, again, doubts, fears, negativities, hurts, pains, disappointments. And we're seeing the clarity of our voice, we're seeing the determination of our spirit, and we're seeing ourselves move forward, closer and closer to where we want to be, and closer to where we need to be for us. It is time to embrace the power of our voice, meaning there's something you want to say it. Now, it doesn't mean that we go tell people off. Spirit definitely wants me to, clarify that. But it is saying what needs to be said for us, either in a journal or talking out loud to ourselves, or, just even in thought, in prayer, in meditation, in connection. We're going to be downloading a lot of information. And we're going to be seeing ourselves moving forward with a new clarity of spirit, clarity of mind, clarity of voice, and a real sense of this is my worth and this is who I am. It brings us to the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Be mindful here. We might not be, again, financially where it is that we want to be or what we value as much as money. It will be very easy for us during this time to throw in the towel and say, that's it, I'm done, and have a nice little hissy fit. And that's okay. We can have a nice hissy fit. Adults get to have those too. But just to keep our eye on the goal and to say, you know what? Setbacks, they happen. I am not giving up on me. Determination, focus, insight, but also knowing we're going to have to, swerve and pivot. We're going to have to change things up a bit in order to get to the place of prosperity that we want to be in. We can need to talk to others who have different insights about things, different understandings about things to help us be able to move forward to the prosperity and to the wealth that we want. With the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a celebration that isn't happening. So the Four of Wands reverse is a celebration that isn't happening. We want to be able to celebrate something. We probably want a big move in our lives. We do. We want a big move and a big change, and it's not quite yet. The energy around this time is like hurry up and wait type of deal. We want things to move so quickly. We want things to go in a very certain direction. And we're going to feel like, okay, I'm dealing with one setback after another. What's going on here? And Spirit is saying, what are you dedicated to? What do you want? What's important? Because Spirit right now is making us rethink a lot of things that we thought, oh, but I need this. Oh, but I want this. Oh, but this is so important. And this is going to be a time to say, what do I really want to celebrate? And how do I need to move me forward? With the Ace of Pentacles reverse, God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is again handing us a gift, this time of prosperity, wealth, and success. Are we taking it? No, not yet. Is it here? Yes, it is. So just be aware of this during this time. We have a tendency when it comes to money, when it comes to prosperity and wealth, we look to the past and we look to the future. The past, it's already happened. We can't revisit it. The future, it's yet to happen. We don't know exactly how that's going to play out. No matter how insightful we are or how connected to the universe we are, there's always curveballs that are thrown our way. But there is a gift of wealth here. We have to see it. And we have to start believing in ourselves to be wealthy. And this can be looking at ourselves and saying, I am a wealthy person. I am a prosperous person. Does it mean that we will all have a mansion on the hill? No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean that we'll have a mansion on a hill, that we'll drive, fancy, super expensive cars and jet set around the world. but it means a quiet, good life where we don't always have to worry about how our next bills are being paid. And we don't have to look at ourselves and think, oh my gosh, what's going on here? This is moving forward in prosperity. This is moving forward in success. This is knowing that there is wealth on our side. We have to see that gift within us, see that way of moving forward. Start calling in that power. The Page of Wands, when it comes to us creatively during this time, we can feel a little bit stagnant. All right. There's a lot that we're going to be learning, and there's a lot we're going to be, that's going to be taught to us. There we go. That's how to word that. That's going to be taught to us during this time. That's going to have us looking at things very differently. But there is a sense that our fire, our passion, our temper can be a little bit short. We can be acting a little bit childish during this time. So just being aware of that is going to be super important, that we can, have our hissy fits, right, that come in. But we're going to be seeing ourselves taking in a lot of information, taking in a lot of new ideas. We are going to have people in our lives that are either children that, have that pages are kids, or it can be people with young energy vibration coming in and pushing our buttons, having us look at things differently. And it's like, okay, this needs to get done, but it needs to be done differently than the way I was doing it because I see XYZ. And that's going to be important here. With the Page of Wands reversed, we're not going to want to learn. We aren't going to want to swerve and pivot. We're not going to want to change things up. We're going to get rather annoyed with that energy. So just be mindful about it. But we are still moving forward in the direction that we need to go. All right. And know here that even though we don't want this to be a teaching time, or we don't want this to be a learning time, a time where we are taught quite a bit, it is going to be. So accepting that and seeing that is going to be a powerful thing. With the Three of Cups, because we have a tendency to look towards the past and look into the future and not stand right here, right now, the Three of Cups is telling us part of our mindset is also the people who couldn't raise their glass to us, who couldn't celebrate us, who couldn't help us, who couldn't move forward with us. And we're going to be thinking, how do I know that's not going to happen again? Here's the thing. We never do. We never do know what another person's life lessons and path are. We don't. We just don't. But here, for us, it is looking at the hurt and the pain that we have had and saying, I see you. Because there's an anger here also with the inner child. There's an inner child anger that comes forward. It's like, you couldn't be there for me. We might have lost our home, lost our business, lost, the love of our lives, or who we thought was the love of our lives, or whatever it is. We could have lost it and just sat there, slack-jawed, being like, what the heck? And we're going to see that energy come forward, that energy of loss. We didn't have the ability or, to pull it all together and make everything, bright and shiny and just perfect and not let anything be wrong. And we're going to be afraid, well, what if it all falls apart again? What if it's not right? And here, it is seeing that fear within ourselves and that anger that our inner child has of dreams being broken, of promises falling apart. And it's looking at ourselves and saying, listen, I know what I have been through. I know what I'm afraid of. And I see and respect me. But I'm not letting them have the power over me to live my life in fear. And we can do the inner child meditation, taking a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. And see the adult that you are now, holding your arms open to the child that you were. And let that kid run into your arms and swoop that child up and say, I love you. I'm here for you. I will always be here for you. Your passions are valid. Your purpose is seen. Your anger is understood, but it doesn't get to be all of you. When you have a little kid who's so angry, they're just vibrating with it. You say to them, I see how angry you are. I know how much this means to you. Okay? Or how unfair it is. But we have to move forward. We cannot let this hurt, this anger, eat up our day, eat up our time. It's giving it too much power. It is. It's kind of like telling them, raw away the monsters. And by that, I just see taking a nice deep breath in and like a dragon. Get all that frustration, all that anger out. If you want to, scream into a pillow when you get the chance. But letting that go. and just feeling how good it makes you feel. Because this is the time where you need to let a lot of that go, because it's impacted your health. It's impacted the way you listen to your gut. There was a sense of like, no, everything's going to work out. It's going to be fine. And you know what? It's all going to work out. It's all going to be fine. This is a detour. This might be a detour that you never wanted to see. It's like, whoa, why are we going through this? Lock the doors type of thing. But it is a detour, and there is a power to you. And you're going to be seeing that during this time. We're being told, don't live in the past, don't live in the future. Be right here, but right now. Guard your money because it's important, right? We have the little sword over the purse. Guard the money, it's important. Be right here, right now. Don't trust everybody else's counsel. Trust your own. Go with what resonates with you, but leave the rest behind. That's going to be an important thing. This is a time where it feels like I'm never going to financially get to that place I want to be and build that stability, security, and prosperity in my life. Actually, Spirit is saying opulence, but it doesn't have to be opulent. But we're wrong for thinking it'll never happen. What we have to see within ourselves is that it absolutely will. It absolutely will happen. It will. And just because we've lost and failed before does not mean that that's the anthem of our life and existence. So being aware of that is super important, because this is a time where you shatter. You break down the door. This is a time you break down the door. You shatter those doubts and fears, the negativity, the hurt, the pain. And you say, okay, fine, I see you. I hear you. But you do not get to be the negative, voice in my head that cripples me. Our subconscious spirit message is authentic reverse. Subconsciously, to ourselves, we have to be authentic. We have to say, this is who I am. This is what I love. This is what I want. Because right now, it's a little bit of like escapism. And escapism is fine, but it's not going to help us move forward in the direction that we need to. It moves us then to our chakra message, which is angels and masters reversed. And this is the soul star chakra, located 6 inches above our crown. We are not seeing that our angels have us wrapped in their wings, that we are protected, and that we are deeply loved. We're not seeing that right now. And that's okay. We all have these moments. And it's seeing ourselves and saying, you know what? You are more protected, more loved, more connected than you could ever know. And show that respect for you. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of, which is a strength card reverse. Now, we can be having a bit of difficulty with Leo energy. Leo's in our life, in our chart, that energy can trip us up. But it's also a sense of might equals right. And that's just not us. Gemini, we're not known as the mighty sign. We are known as the curious sign. We're known as the joyful sign. And when the joy goes out of a Gemini's life, it dims the candle. It just does. I mean, I myself am a Gemini. And it's just true. So here, when we see strength reversed, we don't want to be pushed around, and we don't want to be bossed around, and we don't like it when anybody else tells us what to do, right? But our strength is going to be in our compassion, in our determination, and in our focus, in the alignment of ourselves, and the moving us forward. And again, just be very mindful of the people who are going to try and bully us, but also the intrusive thoughts that are going to try and bully us to just be in fear and to be overwhelmed. If they're bad, talk to your doctor, talk to a therapist, talk to a spiritual advisor. But to know that sometimes when our mind is afraid of something, our mind is like, well, if you're afraid of it, I'm going to give it to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so that you can be totally prepared. And it's too much. It's too much. Knowing our strength it's not being a bodybuilder. It's not, it's not that energy. It is the strength of calm compassion and love and determination. And that strength is going to move mountains. You'll see it. You'll see it move mountains. It already has. Our subconscious tarot message is the 4 of Pentacles reverse, which is beautiful. We're releasing vampiric energy that has held us back and that has kept us small. And as we release it, we find our path. But we're also releasing energy blockages within ourselves that are keeping us from being connected to our heart chakra, to our solar plexus chakra, to our earth star and crown chakra. We are going to see ourselves finding our energy again, finding our light and our purpose, things got dimmed along the way, as they tend to do through this crazy ride of life. But the determination and focus is leading us forward like never before. All right. And we're going to see that there can be a feeling of a bit of like free falling during this time, because there's a sense of, if I'm releasing all this negativity, what guides me forward? What leads me in the direction that I want to be in? If I'm not proving to these voices, or these memories that they're wrong, how do I know that I'm right? And it's time to step into your power. Now it's time to see yourself as worthwhile, abundant, beautiful human being that gets to live in joy and peace. All right. All right, Gemini. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Gemini. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.